Today, I'm going to be ranking my top 35 WWE Elite figures. I'm a huge fan of Mattel and Elite, so without further ado, let's get underway. By the way, guys, this is all my opinion, and if you disagree with my opinion, that's okay. So coming in at the bottom of at number 35, by the way, this is not West. By the way, it's like 35 is not like the worst. It's just, it's still one of my favorites. Oh, you guys know what I mean. These are just my favorites. I don't know why I'm rambling, but coming out the bottom, we have Lacey Evans. This is a great figure. I do like, mainly the articulation. They do have a lot of detail, especially with the boots and face, definitely the face. This is one of the best head sculpts I've ever seen on a WWE figure of all time. And yeah, Lacey Evans, number 35. Coming at number 34, we have the Dead Man from Death Valley, Undertaker, with this figure. I do it like this one. The goatee looks great. They did re-release this figure recently. Excuse me. I can't speak apparently today. The outfit looks great. I do like this attire. I believe this was from the first blow with Stone Cold, so yeah. I do like how it's red, but all in all, a pretty great figure, especially the head sculpt. This is one of the best head sculpts I've ever seen on a figure. Number 33, we have the phenomenal AJ Styles. This basic, I believe this basic was in a championships pack. And man, this figure just looks great. I do like, the head sculpt, definitely. I like how they use this head sculpt. I do like the outfit they use, and surprisingly, this is actually one of my favorite AJ Styles figures out there. I'm not lying with you. Coming in next is this Jeff Hardy from the 2-pack, I believe, with Matt Hardy with, there was another 2-pack, not the one with the ladders. But yeah, this figure does have its issues with that's loose. But yeah, the colors look great. The head sculpt looks great. The belt looks great, like the belt's actually colored. But yeah, this is another great figure. And yeah, I just like this figure. Next up is the Limitless Bearcat Keith Lee. This figure looks like Keith Lee from the head sculpt to the body, to just flat out just everything looks like Keith Lee. I mainly like this version, and the chase does look good, but yeah. Well, in all, a pretty great figure. Next up is AJ Lee. I do like this figure very much. This figure has so much detail on it, from the necklace to the head sculpt looking like her, to the bracelets, to the trunks, to the boots, to the knee pads. Everything about this figure is just perfection. And yeah, this is a great figure. Next one is this Finn Balor figure, which I do really like a lot. That scope looks like Finn Balor. I do like the chunks, and I'm just trying to think of what to say about this figure. It surprisingly has the abs that Finn Balor has. I can't speak today. But yeah, this figure has so much detail on it. I mean by so much detail, I mean the detail from when he wore this attire, which was for 5 weeks or something. You know what I mean by 5 weeks. Next up is Chad Gable or Shorty Gable or whatever. That light's so much better. This is without a doubt one of the best head sculpts I've ever seen on a figure. The only issue is that the head is kind of stiff, but still a great figure. Got another issue that the knees don't move, but still, a great figure. Like the boots and the wrist tape and the trunks. The trunks look fantastic. Now you might be wondering, like, where's the next figure? I don't see him. It's because he's down here. I went with Dominik Mysterio over here. Another great figure. The fact that they made a kid version of Dominik Mysterio is just great. I do like this head sculpt on him. I do like the legs, the shirts. Everything about this figure is great. Next up is the falling over Kevin Owens. Yeah, this needs a little bit loose over here. But yeah, aside from that, this figure looks great. Again, attention to detail looks phenomenal. The shirt, to the head sculpt, to the boots. Everything about this figure, even to the back, looks great. So yeah, Kevin Owens is here. Next up is Zelina Vega. This was, I believe, an exclusive. I like this figure a lot. I like the articulation of this figure. The head sculpt, although this is from the Andrade 2-pack, but still. The interchangeable hands. The way you could pose her. I should mention that about the other figures. But all in all, a great figure. Especially with the detail, my lord. I just noticed the dots while filming. Coming on next is Karrion Kross. Another great figure. I do like the head sculpt, the tattoos. The paint on leg piece is kind of too much, but yeah, this figure looks great. Can't wait to get an updated Karrion Kross Elite. Not that basic, but the updated hair. And yeah, this looks great. Next up is the underweighted Ilya Dragunov figure. I love playing with this figure. I just love posing with this figure. Love just moving it around. The articulation looks great. The chunks look great. Everything about him looks great. And much like Kross, I can't wait for an updated Ilya Dragunov figure with the beard and all. Next up is surprisingly one of my favorite figures when I was young, Apollo Crews. My lord, is this a great figure. Apollo, the articulation alone, the shirt that he came with looked great. Everything about him looks great, especially the trunks, my lord. The head sculpt looks like Apollo. I'm just gonna say that right now. Apollo, one of my favorite figures of all time. Next up is the SummerSlam Apex Predator, Randy Orton. This figure looks fantastic. The head sculpt, to the trunks, to the back with the tattoo. Everything about this figure looks great. This one came with the Dom figure, and yeah, one of the best figures of all time. Next up is the Mustafa Ali Retribution. Another fantastic figure. Easily one of the best figures I've seen. The mask in particular. This is perhaps one of my favorite accessories on the figure. This mask looks phenomenal. The face also too looks good. I do like his other Elite, but this one looks a lot better. Like the the pants, along with the boots, the knee pads, everything about him looks great. Next one is Moster. Holy shit. Next up is Mr. Brody Lee. Love this figure. Like, literally, like, the fabric right here. Like, what I mean by fabric is, like, if you feel it, it's not like this one, where it's just, like, if you feel it, you don't feel, like, anything, but this one, you can actually, like, feel it. It's, like, pushed out. This figure looks great. The Bludgeon Brothers Brody Lee with the head sculpt. Luke Harper, whatever you want to call him. I call him Brody. That sculpt looks like Luke Harper. And this figure is great. Rest in peace, John. Next up is my favorite basic figure of all the basic figures I have, and that's Dexter Lumis. My lord, is this figure great. Actually, you know what? Let me turn off the light. Yeah. That looks great. Dexter Lumis, the head sculpt alone. This is perhaps the best head sculpt I've ever seen on a, well, you know what I mean, like the best, basic head sculpt. I like the pants, everything, the gloves look and feel great. The tattoos look great. All in all, another great figure and my favorite basic. Next up is Damian Priest. This is one Damian Priest. Actually, I believe this is Damian Priest's only figure so far. Like the Priest logo. I'm happy they went with this attire since this is one of my favorite Damian Priest attires. Do like that tattoo, the arm brace, and the head sculpt. This is one of the best head sculpts. You can hear me say this a lot. It's one of the best head sculpts I've seen on a figure. Next up, we have Io Shirai, one of the best cloth accessories I've ever seen. This cloth looks great. I just recreated an entrance right there. The hands look great. Her face looks great. The attire alone looks great. Much like Brody, you can feel the fabric, and it's not like painted on it. It's actually like there, if you know what I mean. The shoes look great. Everything about this figure is great. Next up, we have the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe. Easily one of the best figures of all time. The head sculpt, phenomenal. Interchangeable hands, phenomenal. Attire, phenomenal. The accessories came with the SmackDown shirt and the towel, excellent. Everything about this figure is great, from top to bottom, and yeah, this is one of the best figures of all time. Next up is the really great Sami Zayn. This head sculpt, one of the best head sculpts of all time. The pants, the khaki pants, the belt, the boots, all the attention to detail on this figure, and the fact that it actually kinda has pockets. If you look over here for both of them, it kinda looks like he actually has pockets. They don't go any further, but yeah, that's cool. All in all, a great figure. Next up is the Duck Destroyer, Aleister Black, another great figure. Specifically, the Williams one, the jacket, man, this jacket. Damn, that's a great jacket. The boots over here looks great. Just the attire, the head sculpt looks great. Everything about this figure is great. He got all the tattoos in, yeah. This is one of the best figures of all time, in my opinion.